Hey, Brenda here. Today, it's time for me to smack you around a little bit and chew your butt and get you out of this feeling of broken, lost, lack of confidence, stepping up and out of your divorce, okay? So in this video, I'm gonna give you my top 10 tips on how you can rebuild your confidence. You can get over this feeling of feeling broken. First of all, I just wanna like shut that down right here and right there. Every single divorced person says that, like they're damaged goods and they're broken. And every single one that says, every single client, anybody that says that to me, I freaking literally give them a mental smackdown. And I'm like, I don't ever want to hear that come out of your mouth again, right? You are not broken. You are absolutely not broken. There is nothing wrong with you. I want you just to decide right here, right now, that you will never say that to yourself again. If you do say it, which, habits die hard, you remind yourself, do a pattern interrupt, shift that thinking and get into a different space of confidence where you're ready to step into life in a huge, big way. Okay. So get ready. We're going to start with tip number 1. Go through your clothes. This goes for men and women. Go through your clothes. Nothing really makes us feel more or less confident. Our clothes kind of, they resemble the attitude that we have going on inside of us, right? If you ever notice, like people who are confident, put together, generally they look good. They've got their clothes dialed in. They've got clothes that fit them well. They're in colors maybe that they really enjoy. Maybe they're wearing high heels or maybe it's tennis shoes. Who knows? Whatever they feel most confident in, keep it. Go through your closet, go through your shoes, go through your cufflinks, go through your ties, go through suit sets, whatever it takes. If you don't absolutely love something, get rid of it. The negative energy that happens that brings you down when you put something on and you just don't feel at your best, it will automatically, subconsciously draw you down into that broken space, okay? And it's my job to get you up out of that. So knock it off, get rid of that crap, go give it to Goodwill, and then now you've cleared the clutter in your closet. Every day when I walk in there, I don't have to stand there for 15 minutes thumbing through 28 stinking t-shirts. Which am I going to feel most confident in today? No matter what you choose out of that closet, you're going to feel like a boss, okay? Number 2 is to do and choose one self-care item per week for yourself. Whether that be go get a massage, go do hydrotherapy, I don't want to say exercise because that's required care. You need to be doing exercise at least 5 days a week. 5 days a week. You heard me, 5 days. Even if it's just a walk, get out your mental, that's a whole nother subject, but you need to be doing that. That's required care, not self-care. I'm talking the luxuries. Go get your nails done. Go get your hair done. Go to a barber. You guys, go to a barber, have them trim everything up, pluck those stinking ear hairs out, take care of yourself in a way and get pampered a little bit that you wouldn't normally do. Number 3 is to change your environment. Just like the clothes, change especially your bedroom. Oh my word, especially your bedroom. Change the stinking environment. If you have the same bedroom set, the same mattress, the same pictures, the same decorations on the nightstand as you did when you were married, freaking get rid of it. This keeps you into that broken space and is a constant reminder that you failed in your marriage, okay? It's a constant reminder of the past. We're not living in the past here. We move forward into the future. So find things that you absolutely love. If you can't afford to go out and get a whole new bedroom set, get on Craigslist, get on Facebook Marketplace, put bolos out to friends like, hey, listen, when we were married, we gifted a very nice couch set to people because they couldn't afford to get a new set, right? And so you just never know when you talk to people what is out there and what's available to you. Something that will just break that pain connection of your ex, of your divorce, of a failed marriage. It's not a failed marriage. It just was, it was what it was for a time and now you're moving on. But we don't want to associate and have our environment continually having our brain associate with that past history. Okay, number 4 is for you to try a new hobby. Push your limits. Get out and go do something different. If you have never skydived, go do it. Bungee jumped, zip lined, rock climbing, mountain biking. There's so much paddleboarding, canoeing. What's that thing? You tie the parachute to the back of a boat, right? And you go flutter around and do that. Whatever it is, I don't care. Golf, playing cards, go play poker. Find groups. There's gomeet.com, or excuse me, I think it's meetup.com. There's Facebook groups all over. You can find people. Go get into these groups, and then you can develop an association with community, and you've got a commonality of this new hobby that you might find interesting. And maybe you don't love it. No problem. You go, you try it, you push your limits. Every time you push your limits and try something different, you're expanding your bubble. You're expanding how big you are. You're expanding your confidence. And when you conquer something that you might have been afraid of, you walk away with your head held high. So that brings me to tip number 5. Act like a boss. And listen, I am not a fan of fake it till you make it. In fact, I think it's the biggest BS on the planet. The reason I say act like a boss, carry yourself like a boss, there is a connection, a physiological connection in your brain on how you carry yourself. Think about it. When you look at people who are depressed, they're slumped over, their face is downcast. It takes more muscles to frown than it does to smile and have a beautiful, loving, inviting face, right? Okay, so when you're like this and you're downcast and you're freaking depressed, you feel broken. Of course you feel broken. And it's like this loop that just keeps going and going and going. You act like you're broken, you keep telling yourself you're broken, and so you act like you're broken more, and round and round and round you go. When you stand upright, when you pull your shoulders back, when you hold your head up high, when you walk into a room like you own it like a boss, your brain starts to believe you're the boss. It's not a fake it. It's I'm telling you, brain, what to think. I'm going to be boss of my emotions today, even though my emotions want to just keep me in this down, the double Ds, the divorce, depression, this depressed state. You're choosing to rise up out of it, and you're choosing to behave differently so that your brain decides to come on board. Okay. This is where you can learn that you're in control of your emotions. Your emotions do not have to control you. Okay. So tip number 6, right on the heels of acting like a boss, start making eye contact with everyone you see. You're on a walk outside, make eye contact with them, smile, say, hey, good morning, how are you? Engage with people. When you give people this energy, when you give them your best self, you would be shocked at how many people are like, oh my gosh, hi. They're so excited, especially after COVID, you guys. So many people have shut down. We've all been masked up. There's this disconnect with public people now. People are kind of afraid of each other anymore. And it's quite frankly, it's damn ridiculous. It's time for us to get back to what we're best at and be relational. And when you do that, I can't tell you how many times I'll be on a walk. I will pull my AirPod out when I walk by somebody and say, hey, how was your day today? And they, especially older people, they freaking light up like a light bulb. When you give that to other people, you receive back their energy. They're so excited. Now you're walking with a little bit more spring in your step, right? So you've now broken the chains of that brokenness just a little bit. Tip number 7, stop watching stupid Hallmark movies. Just stop it. Stop it. Okay. All this does is feed the depression. It feeds the, oh, woe was me. I'm missing out on my marriage and I wish it wouldn't have failed and la, 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 la. And then the monkey mind goes and you're just perpetuating. You're like begging for the double Ds to happen right then and there. Okay. You're begging to feel broken. You're begging to feel like you'll never have that. You're just feeding that for now. There can be a time and a place when you've come through your healing that you can watch those and you love it and it's great and yada, yada. But if you're stuck in this brokenness and the double Ds, stop it. Stop it. Start watching comedies. There is an actual chemical response in your body when you laugh, okay? Let yourself laugh. Get into a happy space. Crank up the music. Do whatever you need to do to shift your mentality to get into a happy space so that you're actually enjoying yourself. If you love to dance, do your own damn dance party in your kitchen, even if the kids are gone, right? Do your dance party and get your confidence back. Your body responds with chemical reaction in a way that you can't do if you're sitting there crying on the couch watching a stinking Hallmark movie, all right? I talk about this a lot. Be very, very, very careful of who you surround yourself with. Surround yourself only with people who desire your good, build you up. They encourage your dreams. They encourage your creative thinking. They make you laugh. They're fun. There's not this heavy and weightiness that you're carrying when you walk away from them. Choose to only surround yourself with those kind of people when you're in this space, okay? It will quickly shift you out of it. There's this thing called transference where we all share emotions. It's like this little energy bubble that we all have. I don't totally understand the science behind it because that is way above my pay grade, but it is freaking phenomenal and it's awesome. We transfer. Think about when you go to the grocery store and the check clerk is either really happy and you're kind of glum and you walk in there super happy and you walk away with a little bit more spring in your step, right? Or you walk in kind of happy and they're a total jerk off and you kind of walk away kind of irritated more. You're like, gosh dang it kind of ruined my day, right? It's because you guys are transferring emotions, and everybody does this. And when you surround yourself, you become the sixth person of the top 5 people you hang out with. So when you're in this doom and gloom, you choose 2 to 3 people that make you laugh, that are good for a good time. You can select based off of these things. They may not be deep. You may not be going to them for financial advice, whatever it may be. It doesn't matter. If they give you the feel good, if they encourage you, if you guys have fun together, you laugh until you stink and cry, put those people on the short list of your list of toolkit that you're building. Of these are the people I'm going to talk to, and they're the ones that I'm going to go after when I'm feeling in this space. Eat healthy, drink tons of water, don't fuel your body with crap. Listen, gluten, it's all controversial and everybody has their issues about it. You go do your own research, but I have found for me, gluten can cause me to be depressed. It perpetuates this depressive feeling. Alcohol is a huge one. Steer clear from alcohol. I talk about this all the time. Everybody's going to cope. You get to choose a healthy coping mechanism versus an unhealthy one. Alcohol is definitely an unhealthy one. It triggers you into that depression, and it perpetuates it to the place where you get depressed, which makes you want to drink more, which makes you more depressed the next day, which makes you want to drink even more. And trust me, I know this because I went through this phase myself. I understand. I'm not speaking out of experience. I totally understand. You just want the pain to go away. You don't want to feel this anymore, and it will just prolong this pain for you. The quicker that you can face it, address it, and you can eat healthy, fuel your body. Think of your body as like a Porsche versus a Hyundai, right? You don't put unleaded regular fuel into your Porsche. You are putting premium, top-notch fuel into that car so that it performs at its peak performance. Same thing with you. You want to make sure that you're doing that in a way that causes you to grow, to feel healthy, to be creative, and to step into your most powerful self instead of your least powerful self. And tip number 10, here's what I want to say to you. Shut the monkey mind up. Shut that voice in your head up. I'm going to do a whole different video on that because this is a really lengthy topic, and I've got tons of tools that will equip you with how to get through this. But that voice in your head that wakes you up at 2 a.m. and it never wakes you up to tell you how freaking awesome you are. It always wakes you up to say you didn't get this done, you botched it in the boardroom, you shouldn't have said that in the meeting, and if you wouldn't have taken that risk on that one business deal, and right? It's the monkey mind, the 2 a.m. voice. You make a decision, that voice is no longer ruling you, you're ruling that voice. You have a choice. So often people come to me and they're like, before I knew you, I didn't know that I had a decision about how I feel. I get to decide how I feel. You get to decide what that voice says. When that voice throws a negative at you, you counter it with a positive and say, you know what? That may not have been my best, but I know better now and I'm going to do better next time. And I choose to do better next time. Okay, so there are my top 10 tips for you on how to get over this feeling of brokenness, how to step into your new self, how to rediscover who you are. If you want to hear more, make sure you subscribe below, click the like button, share the video with somebody if you know that they're struggling with this, and make sure you click the bell so that you get notified when we upload new videos, and we will see you on the other side.